Alright, we'll draft it, and if it's a Gigaturd, Geppetto could be kind of cool. Plus one less for each corpse you've spent. Spend 2 corpses. I don't know. We've got Team America. I really like Rainbow Seamstress. We have to have one of each rune, which is, I think, what we still want. Let's take it. Oh man, this is like an old Death Knight pick. Let's go reap what you sow. We get our Frost rune, and I don't want to be double unholy. I think it's better than Bonebreaker. Thank you to PJ. Whoa, Hematurs. Wait a minute. We're actually getting a good Death Knight. Wait, maybe I spoke too soon. I think I'd rather just take a Bonebreaker here. Frost Strike? Would love a Revenant, but... Card Grader doesn't seem terrible here. What do I need? I need an Unholy Rune? Card Grader? Alright, I'm gonna take Card Grader. Sometimes... Oh my god. I don't think even when Death Knight was good, I got Necrotic Mortician. I don't think even once. Mortician and Frost Strike and Hematurs? Okay, that 8 is good. I played versus 8 Excavate Warrior yesterday, then I saw his unreadable name, and I know why. Are you sure it wasn't Dreads? I think I saw he had an 8 Excavate Warrior with Odin and Double Trial earlier today. I'm gonna take the Northern Nav. I've got the Frost Strike. I'm gonna get the Headless Horseman. I might get some more Excavate cards. Probably just grab Threads. I'm not a huge fan of Threads, but our deck has really, really high quality cards already, so having a 2-mana board clear could be nice. Plus, I'm gonna mess it up and chat can make fun of me. This one doesn't seem very good. Did pass the Plague Weapon. We'll just take a Tar Creeper, I guess. Probably Mosh Pit, although it's like, this is the biggest scam, man. That 6-drop Taunt is so much better than Stitch and Sew, and you can give it Reborn. But you can't give Stitch and Sew Reborn and get any value off of it. But it's early. If we can just get any Death Rattles, it could be nice. Right now we have only the one real Death Rattle. I should just take Arthas's Gift, but let's take Death Growl. I think I'll just take a Cool Ghoul. Need something to do in the mid game. I'm not crazy about either of these. I don't hate Eulogizer. Howling Blast? I like Howling Blast. Sure. Warg is okay. We have Neophyte with very little value. Like, there's nothing, like, particularly strong. This card getting a Neophyte buff can be nice. Don't really like this 8. Discover spell from your opponent's class. Probably just a Proto Drake. I like Hipster. I think it's fun. It's good against Warlock. But I think I'll just take that. Yodeler would be nice. Don't see too many Excavates, but we have been offered 2, and we have a Frost Strike. Let's hold out. Maybe we see a 3rd? You need Warg for Neo? Maybe we don't need it. We need, you know, 4-mana 1/3 Taunt or those type of things. I like Whelp. I like Brewmaster. Brewmaster, Hematurs, Mortician. Plus our legendary treasure if we hit it. I like them all. I like Card Draw, I like Seamstress. Maybe we're supposed to just take Cool Ghoul again. We have so much to do on 3. Foam Render. That card's good. We don't have too many ways to spend corpses. Line Dance? Or Spellkin. Man, Spellkin is just crap, right? If you get the 1 mana deal damage equal to corpses, it's really good. If you get like Death Growl and you don't have any Death Rattles on board, it's useless. I think I'm just gonna take this card. It should always be active in our deck, right? Feels like an easy Gnome Muncher. Don't really need like a 1-drop. Easy Scorpid, I guess. Soul Cage I do like, Stitch and Sew, and we do have pretty good targets for it, but I think I still take this. World of Cry, gracias por la subscription. Man, I didn't see any whirly messages. I need one more good Death Rattle to really want this Yodeler. I just don't have anything other than the Stitch. I think this card was really good, but not so good now. Having 1 silence is nice. Having a way to gain a chunk of life is nice too. I kind of like the flexibility though. If you need the lethal from the Howling Blast, or if you need the life against a hunter or a mage maybe. And finally, Fist is very good. I kind of like Chill Fallen Baron just to cycle through the deck a little faster. I mean, for this meta, this feels like a very good Death Knight. I wish we had gotten 1 more Excavate, but... I wonder if Whirly was watching? Maybe like rolled over on her phone or something. Now that I think about it, that might have been a mistake. We'll have to ask her. She hasn't chatted at all. There isn't a gift a 25 sub button though.
You could use a trim.
How accurate do you find chat's predictions? I very rarely look at them, but I would say in general, they're probably not very accurate. I think in general, chat like, vastly overvalues the decks. Some smaller percentage chat, and it's not even like that they undervalue it, but it's like sometimes maybe people will bet on a deck performing poorly because it's like you get better odds. But I think in general, chat overvalues the decks. This deck I do think is pretty good. I think if our legendary was the Headless Horseman, or even like, you know, Flint, Raid Boss, Patchwork, I think this deck would be good, you know, really close to something I would feel fairly confident in going infinite. I mean, I think this deck can go infinite, but like if you get a premium legendary and the 4th Excavate, plus you've got a Frost Strike, a Hematurge, and a Mortician, I think the deck, you know, would have a much higher likelihood of going 12 than most decks. Our legendary is pretty pedestrian, and the lack of the consistent legendary treasure probably stops that from being super likely. I'm gonna try my best. I think if you high roll the Discovers, so if you're hitting your last Excavate piece with any of the Frost Strike card, or the Scorpion, if you're hitting the Scourge, if you're finding the hero card or Reska from these type of cards, I think there is a chance for sure. We overvalue the deck, or we believe in you no matter the odds. Yeah, that's part of it. I think people expect the streamers to do well. Cost me 3 corpses? Man, this card should really use more than 3 corpses. I mean, I get to heal, I get to push an extra 5, I get to spend all my mana. He's going to kill it, so I'm going to get a corpse back. Should be 5? Yeah, it should be like at least 5. I was talking about it when it came out. We haven't really talked about it or seen it too much lately. I think the issue is the more corpses it uses, in a lot of ways, the better it becomes in constructed. But also, at the time, probably in Arena 2. Because it just fuels climactic necrotic explosion. So it's like, it using more cards is actually probably a benefit at times. I forgot I had this. This is pretty good. So if anything, it should deal less damage, or it should cost more mana, or really what you want with these cards, which I just don't know why they can't figure this out. I think you just want to say, like, spend 3 corpses to gain 1 durability, max +2 durability. Like, that's it. Like, why can it swing? Why can it swing indefinitely for the rest of the game? Like, why is there not just a cap? You know, the Scourge, summon a board full of 3/3 undead. Like, why can you get 7 10/10s and 7 1/1s the next time? Like, that's not really, it's not really fun. It's not fun to be the person that Omega low rolls, and it's not fun to be the person consistently playing against the people who are Omega high rolling, which is what it's gonna normally do. That one has some text, right? I don't know, it just feels like it solves so many issues. If you want to do these things, like Frozen Touch should be able to be infused like twice or whatever. Or make it cost, you know, at the end of your turn, get another copy. Like, there's so many ways to, like, sort of fix these things. Doesn't foam render at 5 corpses? I don't know, actually. It might have been. Does my spell cost more? Oh, from the thing? I guess I want to do this.
A will is donor. My blood for the Lich King.
Spend 2 corpses. I have to hero power here. Let's just take this. Oh, wait. I thought I could. Shit. Okay, let's just play a 4/4. Yeah, let's just play a 4/4. Let's just hero power. More corpses. You know, and this is actually kind of nice because we cleared our whole board, fully healed, left a threat that if it didn't die wins the game on the turn. But he's overloaded for 2. So there's a sign of great design. That card, he's overloaded for 2. So you can only play what, like 100 cards this turn instead of 102. You fear they made a card like Rune? Yeah, I don't think Rune is particularly inspiring design either. Personally. I don't think Rune is great. I think Rune is very lazy design. 9 mana, spend 20 mana. How about we make it 10 mana, spend 50 mana? Okay, that'll probably see play. We have to, like, calibrate it? Do we have to choose what it does? Do we actually have to design a card? No. It'll just cast a bunch of other cards. Oh, okay. Did you have to do what to set up this powerful effect? Nothing? Oh, okay. Foam is the most important card in this first game. Yeah, Foam's been as good as advertised. Random BS go, yeah. Now, Rune's a pretty old card, and not every card's like Rune. But I do just think in general, Rune's kind of like an example of that kind of lazy sort of approach.
Everybody needs a castle.
Don't really need two of those.
You have earned an eternity of torment.
It's boogie time.
Like, it's always gonna feel frustrating to lose. It's like, why would you? Like, if you were designing the game, wouldn't you play test like one game with a card like Foam Render and be like, oh, this sucks, so I just get fireballed for free every turn for the rest of the game? Or like, I can summon one fewer minion because my opponent gets to kill it for free every turn? Streamers have all the luck. I mean, Helia's not a very good card.
Yeah,
Certainly
though.
less than 2. But in the right deck, in the right matchup, it could be the best card. Now, in Constructed, it's very strong because you can build your entire deck around it, and it's properly supported, and it's cards you want to, you know, mulligan for as aggressively as possible, usually. At least when Plague DK was a thing. I don't know if it still is. They should do a Hulk Hogan Helia Brother signature card. Helia Brother. I would probably fork out some hefty cash for that one. Funny how Amalgam is always a good random card to have most of the time, but not drafted or built in the deck. Well, yeah, when you only get one legendary Amalgam one-man band, like 1-for-1 legendaries just really aren't that good, in my opinion.
Hope you don't have two left.
But it is, when you know exactly how many triggers you're gonna get when you take it.
Your soul is mine.
I don't know if that's right. Maybe I should hit it, but then I lose the 1/1 to no value for sure. Here he might bump here and like ping it, but then I have the 1/1 as value. This kind of makes me want to hold this. We'll see what we draw. Yeah, let's hit play chop, even though I could have shot it. Since I'm gonna lose the 1/1 anyway, I'd have to shoot it for 3 when it's only got 2 health. That doesn't really sound great to me here. But yeah, the 1-for-1 legendary is like, someone's playing a Khadgar. Khadgar's gonna eat up 6 of your cards. So you can't really play you can't draft an Amalgam one-man band and compete with it. Or somebody's gonna play like, even a Svalna, which isn't a very good card, is going to provide your opponent with 2 or 3 or 4 extra cards over the course of the game, and that's not good either for you. Put a hero power to get an extra corpse. Our deck certainly values a couple of extra corpses. Maybe the difference between like being able to Foam Rend, Neophyte, and Hematurge in the next couple of turns, but an extra draw when I don't have a play feels pretty valuable. Like, let's say this card was 2 cards deep, and we hit Cool Ghoul in this turn. Or let's say, I don't know, we hit something else. Man, should I ever hold it one turn? Nah, he won't kill it.
Together, we are strong.
This card's pretty good. Aura Sand could be good, but I guess the mana discount doesn't really matter for us too much. Acolyte is great. I need cards. 2/1 or a 1/2. Probably a 2/1 is better.
Big mistake.
The discount doesn't really seem great, even though I love Thorason. Gnome Muncher.
Big mistake.
A twisty
I'm worn out from watching, commenting, and Dread's stream yesterday. You got in trouble. I went out yesterday with coworkers from my previous job, and apparently there was a TwitchCon, or is a TwitchCon. Yeah, there is, yeah. I think it's this weekend, right?
your heart stars.
Did you see any big famous streamers? Were any famous streamers videotaping you in the bathroom? Okay. Saw some real Twitch mods. Nice. A 10-minute timeout for keeping him honest. It was worth it. You had to do it. We broke you out of Dread's jail. This, aka Crotchin. That's pretty funny. Everyone clapped. Well, I mean, we did our clap emotes. I was clapping at my computer desk. That's like the honor. You should be VIP'd here. Maybe one day. You never know. I was astonished how many Redbearders were in chat. Yeah, we gotta keep him honest, collectively. Which is pretty important for such a dishonest guy. Deck seems strong. I think this is, I mean, for a Death Knight, I think this is way above average. I don't think... Now, for a Death Knight, is way above average. Death Knight is the 11th out of 11 classes in terms of win rate. But I do think this is an above average Death Knight. That card's actually quite annoying here, huh? I don't want to discard anything. Yeah, let's hit here. Heal doesn't really help me. Let's leave the 1/1 up. It's not really doing anything right now. I was clapping like a seal and making seal noises. Did you also eat a fish that had been thrown up in the air? What's happening? How am I getting beaten so badly? I guess he got a strong 3 for 2 mana going first, a discounted 4 on 3 with his carry-on, and then a Patchwork Pals, which kind of renders our ability to fight back completely obsolete, I guess. Well, I have to remove things or die. The Excavate Treasure might be the thing. AoE could be good too. But maybe maybe that'll do a thing. Let's hit here. He can play the 2-drop to hit. But that might not be the worst thing for us. Does anybody remember Alex the Seal? I do not remember Alex the Seal. He could not do a thing about chat being mean to him. Well, chat's not really mean to him. Like you said, we just keep him honest. Okay, how bad is that for me? Pretty bad. Taunt would be great. Removing more minions is okay. Right, this is my favorite song for years. Always sets me in a good mood. Yeah, I like this song. YouTube sort of just playing random stuff that we sometimes listen to and sort of like. I think they're kind of nailing it. A lot of synthy stuff. This is a much more popular, much more mainstream song in that genre. And I, for one, am okay with it. Do I have a Frost spell in my deck? I feel like I don't. Oh, I do. Oh, I have to take that, because if I hit the 6/3, I actually might have a shot. If we froze the 6/3 here. We at least have another turn of breathing room. Maybe he low rolls all of them. Maybe he takes a trade. Maybe for some reason he doesn't play the 2 Patchwork Pals here. Live, laugh, M83. This song is cool. I should have probably checked out more M83. I had heard of them, I think, before this, or at least around that time. Interesting. I think playing the... I guess you can just play the Huffer, right? Just playing the Huffer here, he probably would have just won. 50-50 could hit the 1-3. We lost a 50-50 already. We probably need to win a 50-50 to continue playing. We've probably already lost the game, but maybe it doesn't get dead lead. This trade happens for some reason. I'm sure you heard outro by them. Maybe. One thing we have to admit, Dreads had a good playlist in the background. He played songs I knew because my dad listened to them when I was a child, and I am now 37. Yeah, he was listening to General Long Schlong's playlist today. Hey, TwitchCon is starting right now. I just got a TwitchCon Europe opening ceremonies message. It's funny how much better that card is than this. Okay, this hits here. We don't discard this, and then these die. Perfect. Best case scenario we could probably hope for. Still don't think we're likely to win, which is crazy because we just did win a 50-50. Then we just won a 1-4, and then he low rolled that card. And he still has 10 cards, more mana, more health, and soon to be more minions again. Luckiest streamer alive. I mean, this is what, you know, when we concede these games on turn 3 or 4, or I complain about Patchwork Pals, it's because of this. Like, you start to get every break, and you're still not really all that close. Now, he's misplaying a lot, which I suppose is, you know, giving us some small glimmer of hope. I'm sure he could have killed us 5 times over. We know 2 of his cards are a lot better than the plays he's making, but again, it probably won't matter. But yeah, maybe he'll trade. Maybe there's a big taunt in here for when we trade. No big taunt. Maybe there's a small taunt. Let's take the rush, and maybe there's something. I mean, the upside of that card actually, you know, coming out and the game prolonging is probably better than a 1-1 or a 1-2. Maybe he's just like, oh, I've got to look at this. I can play my Layok and double trade, right? Then I can play my Huffer and I can trade. Think of how easy the trades could be. Darn. Okay.
For another round.
Hematurge into Headless into something. Gift into Heal. I need to break this too.
The citadel stands strong.
Just a drop.
I guess it doesn't even matter, right?
A twisted
I mean, it could be Rat. It's the same thing as Rat. I can't not play cards there, though. Arena's a better game without Patchwork Pals in it. Hearthstone's a better game without Patchwork Pals.
No fire can withstand the cold chill of the grave.
The hell did I just say to him? It's 1 a.m. already? I started a little late. Or like, I've been trying to start a little earlier. We actually started like more like 9:30 on time, like old on time. I've been trying to start closer to 9. Ah. Recon? Hodgemite. It's better to coin out. Okay, I want Frost Strike. I want Bone Breaker. I want Mining Casualties. That's not a bad card. I'm still gonna hit here. It's probably going into it, but who knows? Maybe he plays a 2/3, we hit here, then he goes face, then we draw 2, then maybe we hero power and play a 2 and kill it. That could happen. Seems like not the worst turn to play this. Oh, wow. You're late, buddy boy. We did say that might happen. We did say we might draw 2. I guess with the lifesteal, he's not going to go face, but maybe he daggers and then goes face. I just feel like this is a pretty enticing dagger for him, but on 3 mana, it's a pretty shit turn. I really like presenting my opponent with a board that looks like it wants to be daggered on turn 3. Because then they just end up floating a mana on 3, which is huge. Or they play a 3 mana 4/3 and my guy gets to kill it. Kind of feels like a win-win. Hey, Gesticulate, have you been playing Hustle Castle still? I was streaming this morning. Yesterday night, I guess, this morning. And just as I ended, I got a notification and I got paid for Hustle Castle. Just got paid for Hustle Castle. Those usually take... Stream Elements is a little faster. Booting it up every few days. Those ones... Stream Elements is pretty good about like a month out. I don't know when we started that one. Can't remember. I think maybe it was only 2 months. I can't find it. What am I doing? Getting cards?
No wear and tear of any kind.
Scorpion, this is a copy or I get it? Oh, I get it.
Everybody needs a castle.
Banned card. Kind of insane with this. If you break them, so after you summon an undead, give it poisonous. For 6 mana, this card used to be 3, right? It was a 3 mana. What was it? A 2/4? 3/4? No. Was it a 2/4? Maybe they saw me playing still and expedited your payment. Well, it was the opposite of expedited, I think. It was through a company that I have worked with before. So I really wasn't that worried. Plus, I messaged the person who I hadn't talked to in like a month because I'm not talking to these people constantly. And I was like, hey, just a heads up, haven't seen anything. And they're like, oh, yeah, you know, you probably will. I was like, oh, okay. If you don't hear back, then you're like, I don't know. 3 mana 2/4? Yeah, 3 mana 2/4. Obviously better because the stats don't really matter. Just the cheaper it is, the more undead you can tempo out with it. But, you know, 3/5 is harder to kill. Man, I keep wanting to hold this. But I don't know, what's he gonna do? Sap it? I mean, he might sap it. This card is insane. 4 is pretty good too. I'm actually gonna take the Enthusiast here. And these all suck. It's the biggest one. I mean, if I can play this and this and that, that's awesome. Like, the alternative is what? I play this and this, or I play this and this. Such a weak turn. Now I'm just curious when that campaign ended. It might not have been as long as actually might have actually been about a month. Let's talk about how time moves so quickly. We did it on 5/18. The campaign, I think, lasted for 10 days. Actually, I think it might have been 1 month exactly. I might have asked for money earlier than earlier than they usually do it. Don't kill my guy. Don't actually, you can kill my guy. Just don't sap it, or don't sink it. Don't silence it. Okay. Totally fine with that, except this isn't very good here. So maybe I just do this instead, actually. And then do I crack one open? I get a 6/3. Hang on. I get a 6/3, so I can trade them both, and I'll have 6 minions. That's fine, right? Oh, yeah, and I get that one. Red, am I doing it correctly if I remove heroes from my squad and then re-add them to use their bonuses? Like, while you're fighting in a level? I don't think you have to remove them to reuse their bonuses. If I'm not mistaken. I'm not an expert at that game, but I think they will just automatically, like, re-trigger their... You're talking about their ultimates? As they stay on the board, their ultimates can be re-triggered? If you mean when you're setting up your squad to before you go in, I think you don't have to take them out to keep the bonus. Like there's like a faction bonus or something. If you have like a leader and then units of that type, I think. One of my squads has a faction bonus. They add stats to the squad. Yeah, I don't think you have to take them out. I think they just keep that. I think it's passive. You can see a little icon on the right in the middle of the screen. Not in the middle of the screen, but on the right. Vertically. On the right, there's like a little diamond that I think shows when it's active.
To battle. Battle.
No, not chicken.
Frostmourne hunger.
But I might be completely wrong. I never noticed it going away. I should probably optimize my play. I need to get to 6/1. Because again, I think I count for myself. I think I count for myself.
Choose soon.
Right after this game, it's pee time. Bringing the underdog DK back to the top, I see. I'm trying to bring back underdog DK back to the top. But it's been nice to play a Death Knight, just to see some different cards. Not that we're stuck playing the same classes too much this meta, but haven't played a Death Knight. We've drafted a couple in the last few weeks. I don't think we even bothered playing any games. And this deck has more class cards than those three combined.
You shall suffer.
Not a great one.
Mysterious sword. What is
Double mage.
your soul? Is mine.
The citadel stands strong.
I was afraid of Flame Ward. I felt like Flame Ward was really punishing. Ice Barrier actually gains him gains him health if I attack. I push 4, he gains 4. Can DK ever be that bad? Oh yeah, most are. Most feel close to unplayable. Or mine have. But I've only done 4 now, so this one feels strong and the other 3 felt abysmal. Like anything, like DK is the worst class because on average you're gonna roll a worse deck. That doesn't mean you can't have a strong deck, it just means if you roll 10 DKs, X percentage of them are gonna stink and X percentage are gonna be good. Whereas if you roll 10 paladins or 10 hunters, a higher percentage of them are going to be good. I think is more what it means, rather than like every paladin is this much better than every DK. But imagine our Death Knight decks minus the Excavate cards, any of the Discover cards, and then flip like 6 more class cards for Fireflies, and that's sort of what I was offering for 3 straight Death Knights. So I actually think taking a Desk Imp is a play that not enough people make. It's probably correct to take a Desk Imp more often than people do. I don't love this. This isn't great here. I don't have that many corpses anyway. If there was 1/5/5 on board, sure. We're firmly in the go second spot right now. Just kind of hoping to not die and maybe find a turn where we can like no munch or free kill, get something on the board. Maybe get those 2 down. Sometimes a free body can make a huge difference, yeah. And especially because it's buffed there too, right? Like a 0 mana 2/3. Just means, you know, patchwork style cards aren't very good. Man, that's really good there. Threads is a really good card too, but we may even be able to use it on this one. I don't know about this Thriller cover. I don't know. I like the original Thriller. I like Scandroid, who did that cover. I don't know. Some things feel like they don't need to be covered, you know? I like that he's trading. I don't like that the Proto Drake gave him Sunspot Dragon. It's like with the Ghost Rider. At least one of the spells is used to recover from its terrible tempo. Yeah, like if you mean like if you're prioritizing like a cheaper card, maybe? Yeah, I do think you want to grab 1 mana deal 10 if you can, plus a Scourge. Heals. I mean, if you're gonna do that, you might as well make this trade too, right? Is that worth it? I mean, can't I just do... I mean, I kill the only problematic minion that's on the board. He keeps the 1/1, so if he has a brew, I guess it's worse. He also could, like, trade, smokestack now, maybe. But I have a 3/3. I don't really want to spend the time to forge it. Matron. Let's just say he plays a minion and then doesn't kill these. Okay. I mean, it's bad, but oh, never mind. I thought it became a 2/3 copy. Okay, that's much worse. Yeah, that's actually a much bigger problem. So he must have an Imp King Rafalm or something. I mean, he could have a Gul'dan as well, but it seems like Rafalm resummon win the game. So we can trade, bump, shoot. We can clear everything. I lose everything. He plays 10 mana worth of stuff. They removed MCT? Yeah, you can't draft MCT anymore. Could get threads maybe, but I could miss on threads. Is this even active? It's not even active. Okay, so I think I have to do this. Where was I shooting? I can't remember. That goes there. That goes there. Like that maybe. And then if it's a Rafalm, you just concede and it's cool for one player, I guess. Not Rafalm. I need another. Not that. I've already used 2 Howling Blasts. I need a third. I could get the. Maybe I just go face. All right, let's go face with 1. Let's go Foam Render. And then we can squeeze out 1 more guaranteed damage, which might board lock him and cause him to die before he can kill me. This line, this is definitely our best line.
Excuse me, over here.
Can't. He'd have to kill another minion, which he might not have enough mana to play another minion. What's up, Quantum? Paparazzi can't be his best play. I mean, he doesn't know that he's dead, so tapping and looking for a taunt puts him in range to die from the hero power and the weapon. But I think we kind of stole this one, right? Played it in a way that gave us a chance to win a game that probably shouldn't have been winnable. Not too late. I'm back. You know what I put on the other day? I was watching Community. Maybe I was not watching Community. Put on something, but anyway. I wanted to watch some clips from Parks and Rec. I think chat was talking about Parks and Rec, which I saw, I don't know how many seasons. 4, 5. When I first moved here, I was dating a lady that really liked Parks and Rec and she wanted to watch it all the time. And I was like, yeah, this is pretty good. It's like passively entertaining. But there was one episode where the guys come from Venezuela. Does anybody remember that? Yeah, like the Venezuelan officials come. And I couldn't remember the episode and I didn't want to watch the whole episode or anything. There's a high roll. Straight to jail. So I was like, was it really that funny? And I looked up like a YouTube clip of all the lines from those guys. It was like a lot shorter. It was so funny when he was talking about
Can I get a Murgle?
like in our country we have a lot of oil and we can buy whatever we want. We can build whatever we want. She's like, I don't understand. It's like, you see, oil, it's like food for cars. And I just thought that was really funny.
Blood for the Lich King.
The same lady that loves BoJack. No, different woman. The BoJack lady was several years earlier, before I started streaming. Fred Armisen as the military officer. Yeah, I had to look him up because everybody in the comments was talking about how funny he was. And then I couldn't find that much other stuff that I had seen him in. I couldn't find anything else. And I looked up clips, and out of context, I didn't find it that funny. He was in Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Is that the show? And he had, you know, it was kind of funny, but I was like, eh. But he, like, all of his, now I'm starting to get like some of his like stand-up stuff, or like talk show appearances with like Conan or Letterman or whoever. And he's actually not that funny. But now, I mean, he's an ex-SNL guy. He's kind of a dick, I guess. Oh, is he? He's in Eurotrip. Oldest but best appearance, the Italian monster in a train. Oh, molester in a train. I've never seen that movie. Well, like, I don't know. It showed me a clip of him doing like accents or something as part of his stand-up routine. He had like a map of America and he was pointing to different places. And man, if you ever need a map while you're doing stand-up, or like a watermelon or something, I'm sorry to say, but it's just never funny. If you ever have like a whiteboard and you're drawing doodles, or a guitar and you're singing, it just doesn't work. I'm sorry. And if your name is Bo, you're never funny. I don't really know why we have 17 Bo comedians. It's not working for me. He isn't too funny IRL either. His episode with Seinfeld and Comedians in Cars isn't great. I dated a different woman that really... Oh, she was strange.
I'm going to become a great mage.
Oops.
Just wait.
I dated a different lady, and she was, She was kind of obsessed with, like, Judaism, but she wasn't Jewish. And she used to always like ask me if I was Jewish, or like when we first started dating, she's like, "Oh, are you Jewish?" I was like, "No." She's like, "Oh, I really like, you know, like Judaism." I was like, "Oh, you know, do you practice?" She's like, "No." It's like, "What do you mean?" She's just like, like Larry David. I was like, "Oh yeah, he's pretty funny." Curb Your Enthusiasm, and you know, he, you know, worked on Seinfeld. I don't know, I'm just feeling conversation. She's like, "Oh no, I'm like really attracted to Larry David." Like sexually or something like that. I'm like, oh, like, what? And she was like, you know, I don't know, 25 or something like that. She German? She was not German, no. And, you know, I kind of have like not a lot of hair on the top of my head, and I'm always complaining about shit. She's like, "Oh yeah, like you have something of Larry about you." Yeah. So like, I don't know, I'm like complaining about stupid shit, and she's like, "Oh yeah, this is so hot." It's like, wow, I should really keep this going as long as I can. Never thought I'd be able to capitalize on this. But anyway, she used to always put on Comedians in Cars with Jerry Seinfeld all the time too. She's just like, that card could be good.
I'm going to become a
Shut up. Don't need to hear it from you right now. Anyway, she was unstable. I'm freaking cackling. She also really liked, she liked Larry David and Conjurers. She liked who was that other comedian that got in trouble? The fat bald guy, Louis C.K. Like, were her two, like, far and away, like, these were her celebrity crushes. Louis C.K. And I think of celebrities, that's probably who I, unfortunately, probably look most like. But yeah, she used to Used to go gaga for that stuff. Polymorph was spooky. Yeah, that wasn't great for me. Still hit my 6/6 that drew me a card, but I guess hitting the 10/6 would have been worse. Comics and cards getting coffee is painfully unfunny to me. I've tried to like it. I'm not sure. I saw a few episodes. And, well, it does say comedians. But I never really got the impression that it was supposed to be that funny. Sometimes it was just like Jerry Seinfeld and his friends talking sometimes about stuff. Where's my board? What happened to it? Oh, this thing's not frozen. Very dependent on the guests. Some are hilarious. And James Corden would be badly hurt. Now that would be funny. I don't understand. Are these characters on the show? Who's James Corden? Okay, I want to ask you guys another question. Pivoting slightly. Okay, are we wrapping this up? Probably they don't care for Seinfeld. The comedian, the actor, the celebrity, or the show itself. Because yeah, I don't think I've cared about anything Seinfeld's done outside of the show, and he's probably the worst part about the show. I can't mock that girl. I have a weird celebrity crush. I would let Elizabeth Holmes steal my entire net worth. I'm not sure I know who that is. Elizabeth Holmes.
Okay, old man.
I don't know who that is. Fabian, thank you for the 6 months. I mean, it's important that you and probably at least one other person, if she's married, find her attractive. The blood test fraud chick? I don't know who this lady is. I did not recognize her name. She has kind of a very, bird-like appearance. I did date a woman that kind of had a bird-like appearance. And I actually felt like when she would get like overwhelmed or flustered, would kind of like have some parrot kind of maneuvers. Always be like a little confused. She stole $1 trillion, and where's Turtlenecks? Stole $1 trillion. She probably doesn't need your net worth then. She could probably absorb your copious amounts of debt that you, I'm sure, owe the United States government, though. With said $1 trillion. Cool Ghoul is a good draw. Maybe not a great draw. But I don't think I want to skip my turn. Even though we're holding 2 6s. Everything else we can draw in our deck is playable except for Foam Render. A literal 1 in 23 to get an unplayable card next turn. I guess we could hit Death Growl, but... Chill Fallen.
To battle! The citadel stands strong! It's boogie time!
Shuffle Ruck Fedbeard. What if it shuffled into... Fuck Redbeard. Okay, wait, I was gonna talk about something else. What else did I have to say? Pivoting. Oh, so I watched the first episode of Jury Duty. Has anybody seen that show, and what are our opinions on it? Did we like it? Does it get good? Does it get better? Is it something I should watch? I thought the first episode was okay. I thought it had potential to be funny, but I wasn't totally sure. The episodes are short, and there's only 8 of them. So I already watched 1. I feel like watching a few more seems feasible.
The citadel stands strong!
Alright, 6.
Alone, we are weak. Stitched together, we are strong!
5 is so good. This one has text and better stats. Reborn's okay too, extra corpses. I could see bumping into it, but they want to do that. Nobody in on Jury Duty? Was it a mockumentary? Yeah, I think so. But like, one guy is not in on it being a show. But they were doing like weird things where they were interviewing actors and actresses in a mockumentary style, but he wasn't around. So I was like, what's the point of, why are we interviewing these people that aren't around? Thanks, Chuck. Someone engage him and we'll talk about Hurt in the future. Yeah, we don't want that. Yeah, they would like interview people. I'm like, he can't hear this. What's the point? And I guess the point was we were supposed to like understand or relate. What does this card do? Gain 1 health. We were supposed to like understand the characters, so when they're trolling him, maybe it makes more sense. I wasn't sure. But I don't know if anybody watched it. It seems like nobody watched it based off of the response I'm getting. Wait, I thought I had a foam render.
Remain seated.
I did find there was like a, like kind of like a crazy juror kind of lady. I found her to be kind of strangely, oh shit, dude. I found her to be strangely attractive. So I looked her up to see if she had done like any other attractive lady work, and you know, she did. She had done some other, she had made some other film contributions in the past. Which won't let me reply to you in DMs. I can't verify because I don't have second accounts enabled on Alez.
This realm of death.
Wait, why are you guys talking in DMs? You don't want to talk to me here? Since you stay up after the stream, you've been watching any of the Pro Tour. Is that golf? Pro Tour? I have not been watching a ton of any golf.
Your soul is mine.
Magic the Gathering? Oh, I saw that. I don't know why I thought I had lethal. I think I probably did 5 for 5. 6 for 6, and I'm floating 1. I think I did have lethal if I used this. Maybe not. What formats are they playing? I like watching it. Maybe I'll go back and watch. My thing is, I like to watch that as I'm going to bed. But I feel like I'm staying up later now. That's all I'm saying. Modern is the main format. Is it on Arena or MTGO, or is it Paper Magic? I find when they do Paper Magic broadcasts, I find it a lot harder to follow, even though it's hard for me to follow. Paper Magic in Amsterdam. Okay. It's not that I won't or that I wouldn't watch it. I feel like the paper ones I'm less likely to watch. And then I think it's somewhat dependent on who's commentating. There are commentating crews that are more enjoyable. So when they have like Paul Cheon or like Marshall, but they seem to do it more when there's limited stuff, but maybe they do both. They're good. Is Magic Arena more expensive than Hearthstone? I don't know. I don't know these days. Corey B. Corey B. Is that the British guy? Mostly, and I don't want to get in trouble. There's the lady with the blonde hair. That's not. I don't find her enjoyable. And if she's commentating, I kind of bail. But some of the other dudes are a little mid. And then I like the lady that's on the I don't know what you call them, like hosts, like the panel. She seems like a real hoot. I don't know if she's still involved. The lady with the dark hair. I feel that she's kind of a face host of the events, though. I think there's two different ladies that are prominently involved. The host lady that I find energetic and exciting and interesting, and then the commentating lady that says a lot of things like, I don't know, she'll say weird things like, oh, like, you know, he's as in trouble as a dog, like, you know, chewing on a bone or something. You're like, what are you talking about? What does that card do? Can you just tell me what the card does? Or the score of the game? Kibler's girlfriend, she makes me want to eat my computer. She's so annoying. I don't think either of these people are Kibler's girlfriend. I also don't think eating your computer is good for you, contrary to popular belief. I am not certain about that. One with the British accent? The lady with the British accent, I think, is the one that I find. Or she has an accent. I don't know if it's British. I don't like her presence as much. I'm not trying to be too anti. I know it's hard. I know they have a bunch of people with different styles. She usually stands out as somebody that I find less desirable to have on the broadcast. But I haven't seen some of the last couple events. They might have different people involved. I might be talking out in the arse. But I think Cedric, did I already say that? Cedric, I recognize. And there was a guy, I feel like, I don't know his name, that was paired with the blonde lady a lot. I thought he was actually pretty good. Don't worry, we all talk out of our arse here. Yeah, that's fair. Mantis Toboggan, spreading negativity yet again. Windy, I feel exceptionally gassy.
I have things you never knew you wanted.
I don't know. I like Elias V. She is a nice lady. Who are these people? Are these Elias V? Yeah, I think that's the lady that I don't like her commentary as much. I think. She may very well be incredibly nice. I don't know. I've never met her. I think that's her name. Yeah, I don't know if she's still involved. I hope she's doing a great job and everybody, you know, enjoys it. Corey B is Corey Bowmeister. Pro commentator, he's a nice dude. Open-minded and knowledge about the meta game. Corey B MTG.
Do not fear, corruption contained.
Yeah, I feel like I kind of have seen him, but I don't really know him or have an opinion on him. God damn it. Mother flippin'. I would have liked to. I was like, no, I don't have it. God dang it, Bobby. Most intriguing. The mana discount might matter. I mean, I don't want to increase the cost of my cards. And I guess I'd still rather just take a 2-1 than a 1-2. Let's snag a free kill. Okay. They could very well listen to Redbeard and be like, look, I don't like the way he talks. I don't like what he talks about or how he talks about Hearthstone. It's fine. You know. That's all I gotta say about that. But what's today? Today's Saturday, so they have 2 more days of the Pro Tour. Maybe I'll go back and start Fridays. Problem is too, there's usually like, which is good, but there's usually like 8 to 10 hours of coverage each day. So it's like, I like to watch it all. Sometimes when they have limited formats, like if they have like a cube as one of the rounds for like 10 hours or something, I'll just watch all of that over the course of like a month. I'll just put it on and kind of like skip around. Like I think I saw this match, like, don't take that kind of bad press. Redbeard pocket Sandom. Oh man, if he skips his turn, it dramatically increases my ability to win the game. Paid actors? You think it's a paid actor? Man, I always get these news updates from my computer. On the, like, I wish I could get rid of it. I probably can. I could probably right-click it right now and remove it. Let me see. I don't know. It's like a mini thing. But it always has like 3 words that sound incredibly interesting. Why are people putting baking soda in their toilet tank? That's a good question. I'm not going to do that, and I don't want to know why they're doing it. I have the answer without reading the article. It's because they are stupid. Redbeard inverted his ad blocker again. It's all ads. Redbeard inverted his ad blocker again. I'm sorry, what is that? My ad blocker, which doesn't exist, won't... Oh, you mean that's why I'm getting all this stuff? This isn't like on the browser. It's like my computer's telling me this. Alright, I don't want to read it. How do I get rid of this? Show the desktop. Toolbars. News and interest. Turn off. Oh, it's gone. Okay, I'll never hear about nor learn about the asteroid again. Which is great news. Just let me die in peace. Sound like dumb clickbait ads. Yeah, sorry, I understand now. I missed that. Usually anytime somebody types the word ads in Twitch chat, they're complaining about ads, which I sympathize with. I have oftentimes said if I could run 0 ads and make $0 from ads, I would choose that option, but sadly, for some strange reason, Twitch doesn't let you do that. They want to make money. And they want to give us a really small percentage of the money they're making, I'm sure. But since I can't eat without it, I kind of have to take it. Fine, I'll take it. I want to play this, it just gets eaten. Although these days, our viewership is high enough that the ad revenue does matter. It used to never matter. But it actually does matter now. I miss hearing about the asteroid already. I talked about this, I think about 3 years ago, so I think it's time to bring it up again. Do you remember when... So I don't remember this. There was like a period in the recent, semi-recent history where there was like a nuclear bomb warning or something like that. That codes got like misinterpreted or warnings during COVID in Hawaii. Was it during COVID? I never heard about that, but like 2 years ago I read an article about it. Like, remember that time that everybody thought that the world was ending? Like that Hawaii was gonna get nuked? Do you remember that? And then like somebody asked Jim Carrey, because he was on one of the islands at the time, they asked him like, what did you, like, were you freaking out? He's like, no, I just sat on the beach and waited for the bomb to come. It's like, yeah, I'm just gonna sit on the beach and this is how I'm gonna go out. Could you imagine? In the Cold War? No, Hawaii during COVID. 2 years ago, 4 years ago. So the point is, you miss hearing about the asteroid. I didn't even hear about the nuclear missile that was gonna strike, which wasn't actually gonna strike because it was an error or whatever, but why am I hearing about the cats and I'm not hearing about the nuclear missiles? It's one of my questions. I want to let you know, Redbeard, that you matter. You know what? I think you matter too. In a sort of strange way, you could say, perhaps, that we all sort of matter. I'm gonna die before turn 9. Although, man, I could coin that out 2 turns from now.
Break a leg.
Maybe it was worth it. And if I don't get a frost spell here,
It's boogie time.
that's kind of tough. I mean, it's gonna be good to have this. I'm gonna prolong the game by a full turn and kill a large chunk of minions of his. Blessing of Authority? No, I'll give it Divine Shield and kill my guy, though. Eh. People started hiding in the gutters. Must have been scary as F. We're playing DK. Yeah, we took a risk and kind of got rewarded for it. Started with an 8-win priest. We've actually only done 2 runs so far today, with no retires and no finishing up of a deck from the other day or anything. So the priest run took a long time. 8-win priest that took like 2.5 hours maybe. We heard about that missile warning in Romania. If I remember correctly, some warning systems malfunctioned and they sent the missile warning to people. They resolved it pretty fast. Yeah, basically. But it wasn't like, here's a warning. Oops, 1 minute later the warning's gone. It was like, from what I understand, it was like people spent some time thinking they were dead. They were going to die from that, and there was nothing they could do about it. I could leave the 7-3 up for now. Ooh, that's good.
Break a leg.
Could be tricky next turn if he plays the taunt, though. But I don't want to take any damage. I'm at 12. Little Dick Weasel's got me at 12. I didn't have an undead die, but I guess next turn I will. I would happily coin this if I could. I don't really want to double coin a Tar Creeper. I think a guy hit a button by mistake. Yeah, basically. I think that's what it was. He just like clicked a button that said, sent out a message to everyone that said you were going to die from a nuclear bomb.
The culprit was
Kind of terrifying to think about, though. Dying really doesn't seem like something I want to do.
This realm of death is filled with sorrow.
Possible. Break a leg.
I mean, you can kill this, whack me for 3. I just feel like if I play a Corpse Explosion there, it's pretty not good. Some badass just joined the Red X Guild. Was that you? Sweet. Maybe it was no mistake and someone wanted to see how people will react. Yeah, maybe. I always assume it was a mistake from what I read, but... Reminds me of those buttons Amazon used to sell that would buy Tide for you or whatever. Did anyone ever get screwed by a kid pressing one of those? I don't understand. Anton, thank you for the 46 months. Thank you for checking out Watcher of Realms. And, you know, hopefully you're enjoying the game. Hopefully you are, in fact, enjoying it. I need to hit here, actually, to kill the 2/2. Is that right? I only have 4 corpses left. But it'll kill it. I'll gain 1 in the exchange. I think I actually have to hit. Corpse Explosion good here? Yeah, Corpse Explosion's good here. I only have 5 though. 5's always good, right? 2, 3, 4, 5. You'll gain 2. No, only gain 1. Because this has... Oh, maybe you're right. You're right, it actually dies in the exchange. You're right. We could have hit him for 3. You're right. But that's okay. I think you're right. Oh, I lose those corpses. I shouldn't have held this for so long. Sure hope I can play this. You know what? my best. Hopefully he doesn't righteous D me. Righteous D me down. So we know he has Lifesteal Dragon, Other Dragon, little mech, and a buffed minion. Good morning, what's up, Exhibit? Exhibit? It's a lot of shit he just played. Let's start here.
Citadel stands strong.
Let's go here. Let's hit here. And here. And here. In this order. So that he will take the damage now.
Well played.
You don't have to say that after every turn. I'm sorry. Mr. Paladin. Mr. Paladin. If I spread these, I can kill a lot of stuff. I think I will do that. I'm sure I'll draw Dr. Stitch and Sew. That's a 4/5? Wait a minute, where are my good cards? Okay, Patchwork, Lifesteal, Headless Horseman. I can just kill it. I can take this. I think I'd rather just kill it. What how much is this? 5? That's kind of a lot. Okay, I guess I actually will take this. And let's actually play this. And let's actually give them Reborn. Just have a lot of taunts. Thoughts on the viability of the DK location? This one? I think this one's really good. Alright, I don't want to hear that every turn. I think this one's really good. I think before they nerfed Death Knight, it was really, really strong. And for a bit, I think it was quite underrated. The 6 mana 4/6 Taunt Death Rattle and this were super, super common. And so was this. And a lot of times, like, you just couldn't beat either of them. If you're talking about the one that summons like 4/5s, that one's very good too. I really want him to hit stuff here. My hand actually kind of sucks. Kind of in not a great spot here. I can use the 2/3 to kill the 2/2, which is kind of nice. If I had a taunt, if I had the Gnome Muncher in my hand, I'd feel a lot more comfortable here. Could get a Sunspot. Play Matriarch is kind of insane. Let's hit here. Let's hit here. Man, I feel like I kind of have to play that, actually. That thing's too big. We have more cards, so it's okay. I think we're... You think he's gonna say well played at the start of his turn? He might kill me here. But if he can't clear all the taunts... He just has the cards he drew in the last 2 turns. Could have rooted back and looked, but if I miss, I've only got 6 mana. Gets a little dicey. You're doing good as a DK. I think this is a high roll DK. I think it's pretty comfortably a high roll DK. Especially since Death Knight's been nerfed. It's the worst class in the meta right now. But I think we got 3 Excavates. I don't think I got a single Excavate in my first 3 DKs. We got a Hematurge, a Frost Strike, and a Mortician, and I know I didn't get a single copy of any of those cards in our first 3 Death Knights. That still beats me, probably, which is kind of crazy. Was that a top-decked Tarim? That's nuts. Unfortunately, I didn't get all the buffs from this. Damn. I mean, we might still be okay, but that's kind of crazy. Couldn't he have buffed in this one? Or maybe that was better. He's trolling because he could have killed you. This guy could not have killed us at any point yet. I don't think. Play the 3s and the 4 taunt. Yeah, we're probably playing this, this, and this. I have a 14-10. You bounce the 3-3. Yeah. We'll still have it on board. I think this is for the best here. Kind of insane if I get to...
You could use a trim. Clear cut. Just drop. You could use a trim.
I think I do it like that. I don't know if it's worth it to give the Taunt Reborn, but if it means I get to keep my 4-3 or prevent him from pushing the 8 face, it's probably pretty good. Kind of comes down to what he rolls from that. If he gets a Kolagarn or a Troublemaker, is it 7s or 8s? 7. If he gets a Remornia or a... I'm not sure what. Can't attack heroes, so we can trade. Honk, certainly not a low roll. If I can play this, this, and this, I probably will. But he can't kill both, right? He can't kill this and this, so either way we're gonna gain a chunk of life. That lifesteal hurts, though. Like the Reborn of Taunt? Yeah, me too. Especially here with him top decking a weapon. We're gonna keep one of these life gaining guys, and we also protect our face if he had something really funky there. But things are kind of not great here for us again. 5, 9, 12. Okay, things are kind of great for us. 5, 9, 3. But yeah, that top deck Tareem. Let's play this. Whack the frog. Obviously goes without saying well played. Well, he kept saying well played every turn, so I think Twitch chat wanted me to well played him. A fair request, I think, but I guess I'll hit this. It's kind of annoying. What are the best legendaries for DK? Probably Headless Horseman. Wonder what the stats say right now. Standard, Wild, Arena, Death Knight, Deck Win Rate, Sylvanas, Raid Boss, Hearth, and then Frost Queen Syndragosa.
You could use a trim.
Syndragosa, followed by Lady Death Whisper, and then the Headless Horseman. Flint, Dr. Stitch and Sew, and then Sunwell.
Could use a trim.
Not many good class legendaries, and they're not great. Like, the class legendaries, I think, are outclassed by those neutrals. Which kind of makes it a little less fun to, a little less fun to draft. Oh, man. Those cards kind of counter my, my guy a bit here.
Everybody needs a castle.
That card can be good. So what about next turn? I'll have 5. So I could coin play this in hero power if we need to. Go from 5 to 4. 4. That did not work how I thought it was working. Did I think I could do that? Anyway, I need my spells to cost regular price again.
Congratulations to Redbeard for putting up with this idiot bojo for so many months. It must feel like a lifetime of getting your nails stolen by squirrels, you cry in the shower, salt streaming down your body. I am gleeful at this. Your sudden display. My imagination is pure out to out.
And used.
And leave up the lifesteal. That's fine. Right? Thank you, Man, why does I always feel like I need more mana? Thank you, Poet, for the 64 months. He's at full? Yeah, he's at 25. I'm not burning him or anything. Thank you for using your Prime. Thank you, Anton, for the 20 summoning wishes. Why is that so big? Okay, I need a rock. Got coins. It doesn't help me, really. Every shaman gets trusty companion. Yeah, they have a lot of them. That card's very common. One day remaining, I can write some more garbage. Lost to a quadruple wishing star shaman the other day. You don't see too many of those. No healing, please. I need another one of those things that clears things. Sure. Excavate into the 1-2. Yeah, it's a 1 in 6. Doesn't seem super likely. Okay, maybe we have to get said 1 and 2 here. Although I feel like a lot of my beard hair that has gone old, it's more white than gray. What about gay beard? I mean, you never know. It's 2020. This bumped to Neutral Milk Hotel and it made me think of Red, so I had to pop in. Oh man, I that's my favorite album of all time, Pierce. You know that, right? The other day, you were watching from the TV, and I asked, like, 20 minutes later if you were around. You might have been asleep, but I have a question, and I'm not sure anybody else could really answer it or understand, and I wanted to ask you. So, are you ready? Let's hear it. Do you ever open up your fridge and then get, like, really bad odors coming out of it? So you have to close the fridge and then basically quarantine it off, and now you're just not eating any cold food for the last couple of months? Because, cold food is out. Not typically. This is the summer of crackers. This is the summer of crackers and cereal. No milk. There will be no milk. Are you coming to TwitchCon, by the way? Cracker summer. What you do is clear the fridge and give it a little wipe. Yeah, no, I'm just kidding. It actually doesn't have that bad of a smell. And I haven't quarantined the fridge off. But when I went into the fridge one day, there was kind of a bad odor, and I had a couple things in there that might have been in there a little too long. I thought about, you know what, I should pose this question to Pierce. I hesitate to ask what is too bad for red. No, I'm just kidding. The fridge is okay. I actually don't keep a lot of stuff in the fridge. So A, it's hard for things to go bad, and B, it's really hard to not identify what or if something is bad. Like I have like mostly an empty fridge and mostly an empty freezer. It's kind of the way I operate. Peppermints don't get spoiled in the fridge. A lot of people don't understand that most of the streamer diet consists of free peppermint candies that you steal from the Holiday Inn, from the Holiday Inn lobby. Batteries and mustard don't go bad or stink up the place. I don't like mustard. I find mustard to be kind of a relatively stink-filled proposition.
Everybody needs a castle.
Farmhand or hell yeah? Dude, I can jam this farmhand, right? Pick up a Skelvanus. Progressing the excavate could be huge. I have to draw them, but bark is shelf stable. True. So true.
A simple spell.
True, true. You didn't deny keeping batteries in the fridge. I think my dad used to keep batteries in the fridge when we were growing up. There would be like batteries, I'm not sure why. I think I have to do this. Maybe I don't have to do that actually. I get confused though. Alright, so we're gonna do this. If I throw this in, it deals 2 to everything. And then I can throw this one in. I don't know if I have to do this or if it matters. But I get scared that I'm gonna mess it up, so. Not too big of a difference. I could play this instead of this, which is better, but if I think about it too hard, I'm gonna get gassy. And if I mess it up, I'm gonna be pissed. I'm gonna lose basically on the spot too. Can't kill his guy here, which sucks. I have red wine. I have katsu curry. I'm gonna watch the footy, my old son. I'm not your son. I'm not your son. I want that back. Actually, getting it back and getting the 2 damage thing is board clearing. Oh no, I guess it's not necessarily. Hope you're doing well, poet, and are watching the stream with piss and red wine stained boxers. Oh, you know his boxers got pee all over him. If you were my father, I'd let you take the hand, while I took the skydive. I don't know what that means. My dad and my mom used to keep silver coins in the freezer, though. I remember that. I don't really know why. I don't know why. I don't know why they did that. It's like maybe it was like a pseudo ice pack they made out of silver coins. I don't know. We didn't have food.
All exist in harmony.
They actually, maybe there was chocolate inside of them. Definitely to put in each other's butts. You think so? Some reason I sincerely doubt that. This guy also had he had no minions on the board a short while ago. No cards in hand almost. Now he has a gigantic hand full of a great many cards. You know what I would love to get? Death Growl. Too many is when you get horny and cry. Yeah, too many tipples of the old whiskey. Sober activities, my dude. Let the man enjoy his sober activities, poet. What the hell? They weren't, oh no. Do I play the Reska here? Actually, kind of not great. I can pull it for free by making the trade. I have to pay for this though.
You could use a trim. Clear cut.
Take a good look. You ain't never seen a very dead or alive.
Suffer.
Sure. What football's on? Is there like a big championship? Is there a big ball kicking championship?
We agree to compromise.
The AFL, the Australian Football League? Uh-oh. Is Australia ever competitive in the global footy world? Are they ever a prominent team? What's up, Keck W? You turgid chipmunk. Turgid. 9 is more than 8.
ビヤード
No fire can withstand the cold chill of the grave.
Oh, I'm back. No Reska, but access to the possibility of a legendary treasure.
Wear and tear of any kind.
I don't have the best reborn targets. If he takes it out of my deck and blows up my board at some point, it's kind of annoying. It's kind of annoying, right? What just happened? He took my 1/1.
Citadel stands strong.
That could be a game changer against the priest. I hate this location. Yeah, this one's quite powerful. Quite powerful indeed.
It's boogie time.
Well, that is large.
It's boogie time.
Do you even Dark Souls? Thank you for your follow. I do. I'm rank 1 Dark Souls player in the world.
It's boogie time.
That's a problem. I guess I can hit them without giving him the life.
Hope you don't have 2 left feet.
This realm of death is filled with sorrow.
Gonna need these corpses, but what are you gonna do? More lifesteal from the priest? It ain't right. What the frick? Why does he have so many sunspots? I mean, he probably knows our whole hand at this point.
It's boogie time.
Foam render to kill that? Yeah, he's probably gonna heal a bunch.
Shall suffer.
I need a lot of corpses. I need mining casualties. I needed mining casualties already.
You are the shadow's purpose.
7. Well.
You now take mandible.
I guess it doesn't matter actually. That actually does help generate a fair amount of corpses. I guess I'll just keep swinging, right? Don't really need them for anything other than that.
Light cannot exist without the dark.
Shadow Word Pain on the 3-1? Okay, why not weapon on dragon? Yeah, we could. We go down to 20, we keep a 4-5. We could. So we've got the Gnome Muncher.
You shall suffer. You look tasty.
I was kind of hoping you would only draw 1 or 0.
No time for games.
5, 8, 9. 3, 7, 8. Feels like that's enough. 3, 4, 9, 12. 15. 18.
Shall suffer.
Can location target enemies? No. It's not a 3-mana 4/5.
Diado.
I didn't have Dark Transformation, right? Oh, with the spell? Does that do that? From the gift, you mean?
They love a little bit of
Maybe you're right. Is that what the third card is? I don't even remember what the third card is. I should probably know. I could swing this turn and then coin this out, and I could swing into what comes out this turn as well.
wrangling whelps is harder than it looks.
But I think this is probably better this way. Hold the coin. I think I'll hold the coin. Cheaper AoE or a little more expensive, but I get to draw a card. Going second, the mana does matter a lot, but... Well, you need cards to win, too. Please get 12. I need more beard bucks. I made a new, well, I didn't make... Frank made a new subscription sound. I haven't put it in yet. I gotta put it in right now. Twitch. Subscriptions. Resub. Wait, I need a new variation.
My rule is eternal.
Ash, thank you for your follow. Ash.
shall suffer.
Thank you, Ash. I've been back on my Trevor Something grind. You know what? That's crazy because I heard a Trevor Something song yesterday for the first time in a while. And I thought, man, I really got to put Trevor Something on again. I got to get back on my Trevor Something grind was my thought. Swing there. And swing there. Hit hero power. Maybe that's better than pointing out a 4-mana deal 6. Man, he's great, huh? Probably one of the best contributions I've made to the world was showing everyone Trevor Something, right? Let's put on a Trevor Something. Oh, you know what? I want to grab a whiskey and a cola after this. I'll put on a Trevor Something album. You did put me on. You're right. I did. I have fade away. Max volume right now. Neighbors are screaming. Parents are crying. Pierce is laughing. Crying into his wine-soaked, urine-stained underwear. That he bought from Poet. God damn it. God damn it, Bobby. Remember when I could have had a 3 damage, 3 mana, 2 damage card? That'd be better here. I want to play this, but I can't. Ooh, what if I get a frost spell though? Nasty mother effer. Oh my god, I would need it all. Alright, maybe. Wait, what do I do now? Oh, I could just use that instead of this? Maybe that's better. Because I want to delay him swinging. If I can. Because then he doesn't get the mana discount. He might swing into my face, which I kind of don't want him to swing into my face either, but... probably better than swinging into my minions. Like here, he might get an inefficient collection of beasts. He might only be able to get 1 card down. He may get 0 cards down. There are a bunch of 8 and 9 and 7 cost beasts. He might have got 5 1 cost beasts. Who knows? But when you have to... When you're forced to like... kind of put this in the mid game, it can backfire. Whereas if we had played some minions, he gets to swing. Maybe he has a tracking. He knows he can draw a discount at high main. Can kind of bite back. Darn it. I was hoping he didn't have anything. King plush, a 1 and a 5. Wow. Over the Rat King. I guess he had to choose Rat King as a singular card. He had to choose Rat King or these two. It's interesting. So I have a choice between Neophyte and these two, which is very strong. Or I can play Stitch and Sew and like coin one of these, which is very strong if he hits there, but I guess this is a little more reliable. I think I want the buff here. I might not get a minion from this. Wow, this card's great. This card's not draftable anymore, huh? I'm gonna take it because we're gonna need life. The 5 mana blow up everything is very good too, but I might be at 16 or something, and having the ability to chip away at the board and gain a chunk of life could be a big deal. I do have the 6 life here. Just something to think about too. Rat King would have been annoying. Luckily I didn't choose it. Yeah. The 1/1s from the 2/2 aren't as big of a deal because I do have 3 instances of cheap AoE. But he doesn't know that. So could work out better for us that he took the 1/1s. Rat King is better than those? Not necessarily. If you have no minions in hand, he would have 1 minion on board. It's not a very good spot for him. This way he gets 2 minions and he gets 4 1/1s added to his hand. He might have a drafted Rat King in his deck, and he needs all the 1/1s to activate it. There's a lot of reasons you wouldn't want to take Rat King there. For DK, he does know. He doesn't know. That is a reason why you would do things a certain way. Luckily, I do have the AoE. Unfortunately, I can't do much else with it. Can I ever kill him? Can I ever like do like a funky lethal? This is 4, 7, 11. So I would need one more mana to do that. 4, 6, 9, 11, 14. It's not even close to lethal if I went face. So what if I wanted to... What if I Howling Blast here? Can always Remorseless first, right? I'm always going to Remorseless. Does that change like what I want to do or where I want to go? Yes, this just always does more damage this way. Man, I don't know. He doesn't have a taunt or a rush or something. We know he has a 1/1, but I might just be able to kill him now. 4, 6, 9, 12? Potentially. Potentially there.
Candle much lighter.
You want to buff on him on this thing? I mean, we're trying to win the game. Now, unfortunately, he had 2 taunts, which probably stops us from winning here. Discovered taunt and randomly generated taunt. With a taunt in hand, but the 1/1 was irrelevant. So I can hit here to get the free kill. That's 4, 5, 8. Could see what the epic card I get is. I could shoot here, and then if I get to deal 3 to all, would that be lethal? It'd certainly be close. I think it would be lethal if this didn't roll a taunt, but that's only a 1 in 6. Could be really good. Bump coin hero power. Der Froben. What's up, Der Froben? How'd I do with reading that name? It always comes down to Patrick Pals again in the end, huh? Always comes down to a Patrick Pal screwing me over. You know, he has the 1/1. I don't have all the cheap AoE now, so it actually matters. Is he taking a trade? He's going face. Yeah, maybe. No Muncher's a pretty big deal. I will hit the 5/2 guaranteed. I can play this to chop there. I can... That's about it, right? Which isn't the worst thing, but I think this is probably going to be good. I can hit here. Yeah, then I might just hit here anyway. That's not very good. It means the happy Benny. Der Fro Benny. Well, it's great to have you here. Lost some attack there. Gained another want. Okay. Kind of annoying.
It's a sure bet.
I don't want to just play this. I take a chunk of damage though. And we're going burst and we have a great opening hand. I don't want to keep the threads. If I was going second, maybe. Because you'd need one way to get through at least the first 7 mana 20/20. Whether that comes on turn 7 or turn 17, you know, who knows. But we would need to get through one at some point probably. But being able to have like a 1-drop weapon here, or a 4-drop, like cool ghoul on curve, getting one more attempt, I think is worth it. Druid 12 sounds insane. Druid's like the 3rd best class right now in Arena, I think. We are playing the 11th best class. Druid is 3rd at 51. Death Knight is 11th at 46. It's not like so bad because sometimes you get a deck like this, which is very strong too. Druid's a lot closer to the best class than the worst right now. They have a lot of unanswerable, incredibly powerful things they can do. Right trade for him here is to trade each one off, I think. Arbor Ups, 7/7s that become 20/20s, Ray Estraza, Treant synergy, Dragon synergy. They kind of have a lot of stuff they can do. Because he has the 2/2, I actually have value here. But you don't always have value when you make a trade like that. I mean, they just get better in multiples. The second one can be very, very valuable, and the third one can be game-winning. It's like sometimes they're just treant, and then they cultivate you, and too big of a board to deal with. You could Arbor Up here if he gets it. Who's number 1 and number 2? Hello, I think Paladin and Hunter are 1 and 2 still. And then Druid. Very tempo-y, very board buff kind of centric. Oof. Well, it's tough to beat that card ever. This is, unfortunately, I think probably the best they can possibly draw. So it looks like our goose is already cooked. If he wasn't pulling the 3/5/5s, that would be a slightly different story. I guess it's possible we can find threads now, maybe. Maybe he took 8/8s and we get time to find another potential answer, maybe. But, it's his turn 4. He'd already played 11 cards. So. Yes, 3 cards? Yeah. That doesn't matter though. This is Hearthstone 2020. You always have more cards than it seems. Remember, he's getting 3/5/5s as well in the very near future. It's 10 power here. That's a very good card too. Oh, I guess it's not as good. I am gonna lose the Spellburst. I need the coins potentially. I might have to like Remorseless, Reap, try to find the 2-cost AoE. And depending on what he does, I can hit. Yeah, I don't think this could have gone any better for them. Without the discounted Rhythm of Roots, I think there's a shot, but now, like, I mean, that's just silly, right? Naval Mine countering our only possible answer to a board like this. We take 8 if we find the threads. We did find the threads. We do take the 8. I can coin the Gnome Muncher, though. I'm really bad at figuring out this math. You can clear this and be ahead? Yeah, we can. I don't have to do anything else, right? What do I hit? Straight into a 5/5? Does it matter? Do I trade here first? Nothing dies, right? I think that's enough, I hope. I don't ever want to leave something up there. I made, like, if I can get a free trade with the Gnome Muncher, brew it back and replay it, I might do that. He missed lethal? I don't think so. Maybe. 2 damage on my face. Oh, I mean, kinda, sorta, right? Ooh, that's pretty good too. I mean, I don't really need to buff it, right? Or I could play this. Clear to 3/2 and sitting face? Yeah, but he didn't know I was going to clear the board and clear all the mines. He might have thought I was going to use the minion to clear the board. Help clear the board. But yeah, maybe that was smarter to just hold it and leave up the minion. It would have stopped me from playing the Gnome Muncher. Stitch it up. I mean, it's either Stitch and what? Hero Power? Or I can just whack him. This 2 turns him. Heal the most? I mean, we're at 17 now. We're as healthy as we ever need to be. I think it's just set up lethal. He has a spell that didn't stop me from... Funny. He has a spell that didn't stop me from whacking him and killing him last turn. I mean, I have 4 in hand now. We would push an extra 2. I mean, you could refresh mana or whatever, but why is that happening? Why is it spitting out stuff like that? Oh man, I can't believe we won that game. That top deck threads was absolutely illegal. But, you know, who cares? Redbeard wins. And that's what the people pay to see. 12-win Death Knight. Haven't seen one of those in like a month.